Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. On second down, Carney. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete. It's Collins.
Who is that?
He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. It's caught. It's Miller. And he showed off a nice before the next wave could bring him down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal is there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield, try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, 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 turn it.
Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7.
What the fuck, bro? Come on, man. Come to it.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, but 9.9 times out of 10, just missed that one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
For me.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Crowder now to return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Carney, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now about 25 yards on 3rd down. They'll take it. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move.
Give me that ball, bitch.
And the Patriots
Fuck out of here.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. They begin with Michelle on the ground.
Come on,
man. Up
man.
past the 45 before being tackled. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Hey, Orbit. Jay, lock it. Check 52. Jim.
2nd and 4. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. The 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Here we go. Go now. 94. Watch the before. He can't hang. Rudolph Orchid. Check 24. Watch 24. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Come on, set. Achy Gator. You don't see me in your nightmares. 61. Matchbox like 2.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
218, top.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check, 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 check. There. Look at me. Score. Watch out.
2nd and 9 now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And a great return as they're finally. I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in. And he is... A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's a right side taken in by his tight end.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. 20! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens, if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the 2nd level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, shoot. 65, go. Hey, Sam on. Watch the ship, hey, watch the ship. Now.
They'll look to throw here. It's complete to the tight end, Bennett. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
15, Ronnie. 15 line. Here we go.
They'll go with the keeper. That he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 25-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
2nd and 5. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You must be dreaming. Mike 5-4. Bravo. Mike 5-4. Rock it. Hard. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
Now back to throw.
Check 13.
Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And his kick is indeed good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Keep playing.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. A give to Michelle running right. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Okay, ready? Mike, 50 seconds. They can't hang with us. Check nickel. Look, squeeze. Leo. Say. Look at me. Zip. Go.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to hold that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Alert three.
On the ground is Michelle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On first down, Akers, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
They'll run on first down. Akers. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. There's a play. Lock it. There's a play left. Check 37. Check 37. Check 3. Check 3. Shoot. Yeah, get it.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And they'll try Michel here running on the right side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
On the ready. Exit. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. 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 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Fan. Fan. Look at me. Door. Door. And I.
He'll look to throw. Got his man. That's Harry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Michelle. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Second and 14. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. On 1st down, Michelle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And it's Michelle once again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Joe Williams. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On the ground, this is Michelle. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. They'll run on first down. Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
218, chop.
At the Jets' 41-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. You got to get the ball, D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. Open man is Gordon, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship.
What's
and all
up,
that.
bro? What the hell is going on? Nobody in chat nowadays and shit.
Care about right now.
This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball.
Oh, he's off the game or whatever.
They'll run with Michelle, and maybe a measure of revenge there.
I try hitting up Rich the Barber to see if he could play tonight, but like I hit him up earlier today and he didn't reply, and then I just hit him up again, but he's on fucking 2K. It looks like.
Again, it's Michelle.
Do you think he's gonna play, or am I just gonna get the force?
And all the way in.
What do you want me to do?
New England. Sony Michel, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
He'll play.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Are you playing the Lions?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. Able to slither by.
I don't know how it falls to him.
His guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Falls to him.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage just comes through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. It's caught inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
2nd and 10. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out, and the Patriots have it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On 1st down, Michelle looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
6-6, pull it high. Now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I like my team. My team's even though I'm 3 and 4 right now, fuck, my team's balling right now. Close in the Big Valley game, but I really should have beaten him. It was like 10-7. But honestly, like I like playing like a warm-up game before I play like those kind of guys. So I was trying to take my time, but he was kind of rushing me. So that's why. It's all good though.
Got a man open. That's Harry, and he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. That one looks like he'll throw here. Catch is made by Harry. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Let's go.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down,
Ready?
Patriots.
Check right 54. 80 weapons. Double dog. Hey, echo. Right there. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts.
Ooh, I like that double drag. There's a lot of drag.
60 outlaw. He's time. Let's go. Hit it.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
What's the score?
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
50 seconds to Mike. Hey, check. Here we go.
Looking to throw.
Yeah.
He'll take a shot for the end zone.
Flag, bro.
Flag
Yeah.
comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Check.
Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Patriots, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they lose their ninth game on the year.
So I let this guy in one of my leagues, like, every single time, like the first game, sometimes I just let him win just for him to feel good because he asked, right? And dude, the guy like feels after the first game, like early in the season, he's like feeling himself. He's like, oh, you're like I'm way better than you and shit like that, bro. I just put like 40 points up on him and he scored 7, and he was like, oh, you're literally so ass. So I was like, bro, this is what happens when I actually try. Oh shit. You think McDaniels is gonna stay, or he going to Cleveland, bro? You think so? I can feel it coming in here. Yeah, I don't even know. He is ass. I don't know. What the fuck? I can feel it coming in. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Yeah, Mom! Okay, I'll be back, folk. I'm gonna go eat dinner with my family. I'll be back. You gonna stay in chat? I'll be like 20 minutes. Half hour. 20 minutes. Alright, sounds good, bro.